This submarine can sit on the ocean floor and launch drones. Here's why that terrifies military experts. Imagine a weapon so stealthy that it can disappear completely, sitting silently on the ocean floor for weeks at a time, watching, listening, gathering intelligence, and when the moment is right, striking with devastating precision before vanishing again into the depths. This isn't science fiction. This is the A26, and according to its creators at Saab, it's the world's first fifth-generation submarine. And what makes it truly terrifying isn't just what it can do, it's that you'll never know it's there until it's too late. Now, before we dive deep into what makes this Swedish marvel so special, let's talk about why this matters right now, at this very moment in history. We're living in an era where the oceans have become the new battleground for global power. Undersea data cables carry 99% of all international communications. Strategic choke points control the flow of global trade, and nations are racing to develop weapons that can operate in the depths without ever being detected. In this new reality, the submarine that can stay hidden the longest, gather the most intelligence, and strike the hardest wins. And Sweden just changed the game entirely. The A26 represents something we've never seen before in naval warfare. To understand why this is such a big deal, think about how we classify fighter jets. We have fifth-generation aircraft like the F-35 and F-22, planes that combine stealth, advanced sensors, data fusion, and network connectivity into a single platform. They don't just fly. They dominate the entire battle space around them. Now take that concept and push it underwater. That's what Saab has done with the A26. This isn't just a submarine that can hide and shoot torpedoes. This is a multi-domain warfare platform that operates across sea, air, and the information sphere simultaneously. Let me paint you a picture of what this submarine can actually do. Because when you understand the full scope of its capabilities, you'll realize why defense analysts are calling this a watershed moment in naval technology. The A26 can submerge to the ocean floor in contested waters and simply wait, not for hours or days, but for weeks. While it's down there, completely invisible to enemy sensors, it's deploying underwater drones that crawl along the seabed, mapping infrastructure, monitoring enemy movements, maybe even placing sensors near critical undersea cables. At the same time, it's launching aerial drones that breach the surface, gathering intelligence from above the waves. And all of this is happening while the submarine itself remains a ghost, processing massive amounts of data, intercepting enemy communications, and feeding everything back to NATO command centers in real time. This is warfare in 3 dimensions, plus the information domain, all orchestrated from a single platform that your enemy can't find. That's the 5th generation difference. Now let's talk about the technology that makes this possible. Because the engineering behind the A26 is absolutely fascinating. At the heart of this submarine's stealth capability is something called Stirling Air-Independent Propulsion. And this is genuinely revolutionary technology. Traditional diesel-electric submarines have a major weakness. They need to surface regularly to run their diesel engines and recharge their batteries. When they do that, they become vulnerable. They can be spotted by radar, satellites, patrol aircraft. It's the submarine equivalent of having to come up for air, and in hostile waters, that's when you get caught. The Stirling AIP system changes everything. It's an engine that runs on liquid oxygen and diesel fuel, producing electricity without needing air from the surface. The chemical reaction happens in a closed system, and the output is so cold that it actually cools the submarine's hull, reducing its thermal signature. What this means in practical terms is that the A26 can stay submerged for several weeks at a time, without ever breaking the surface. No snorkel, no periscope depth operations, just silent, continuous underwater operations in enemy territory. But staying underwater is only half the stealth equation. The A26 has to be undetectable while it's down there. And that's where Saab's decades of experience in the Baltic Sea comes into play. Baltic is one of the most challenging underwater environments on the planet. It's shallow, enclosed, and heavily monitored. If you can hide a submarine there, you can hide it anywhere. Saab designed the A26 with what they call balanced multi-domain signatures, which is a fancy way of saying they've minimized every possible way this submarine can be detected. The hull geometry is optimized to deflect sonar waves. The exterior is covered in radar-absorbing coatings for those rare moments when it might be exposed. There's an electronic degaussing system that neutralizes the submarine's magnetic signature. Even the way the propellers are designed minimizes cavitation, those tiny bubbles that form behind spinning blades that can give away a submarine's position. Every single aspect of this vessel has been engineered for one purpose: to be as close to invisible as physics will allow. And here's where it gets really interesting. The A26 isn't designed to operate alone in some Cold War-style cat-and-mouse game. This submarine is built from the ground up to be a node in NATO's integrated multi-domain operations framework. Think of it as part of a massive, networked military ecosystem, where submarines, surface ships, aircraft, satellites, and cyber warfare units all share information and coordinate their actions in real time. The A26's onboard systems use artificial intelligence to process the massive amount of sensor data it's constantly collecting. It can identify and classify enemy signals, track multiple targets simultaneously, and automatically prioritize threats. Then it shares all of that intelligence across secure networks with other NATO forces. What you end up with is a submarine that's not just a weapons platform. It's an intelligence hub that makes everything around it smarter and more lethal. Let me give you a scenario to illustrate how powerful this is. Imagine tensions are rising in a strategic waterway. NATO needs intelligence on enemy naval movements, but the area is too dangerous for surface ships or aircraft to operate openly. The A26 is deployed. It slips into the area completely undetected, settles on the seabed near a major shipping channel, and begins its mission. Its passive sonar arrays are listening to everything. Its electronic surveillance suite is intercepting radar emissions, communications, telemetry. The submarine deploys several unmanned underwater vehicles that spread out across the area, creating a sensor network on the ocean floor. Days pass. The A26 sits there silently, invisible, building a complete picture of enemy operations. It knows when ships come and go, what their signatures are, what frequencies they're using to communicate. It's tracking their patrol patterns, identifying their vulnerabilities. All of this intelligence is flowing back to NATO command in real time through secure satellite uplinks. Then, if the situation escalates, the A26 doesn't need to wait for orders or reinforcements. It has long-range precision torpedoes and potentially submarine-launched cruise missiles. It can strike surface ships, submarines, or even land targets, all from its hidden position on the seabed. And after it strikes, it can slip away just as quietly as it arrived. This is the future of undersea warfare. It's not about big submarines carrying ballistic missiles. It's about small, stealthy platforms that can gather intelligence, project power, and control critical maritime infrastructure while remaining completely undetected. Now let's talk about the seabed warfare capabilities, because this is an area that's becoming increasingly important, and most people don't even know it exists. 99% of all internet traffic, all international phone calls, all financial transactions between continents, they all travel through undersea fiber optic cables. These cables are the nervous system of the global economy, and they're almost completely undefended. Nations are becoming acutely aware that in any future conflict, these cables will be targets. The ability to cut your enemy's communications while protecting your own could be decisive. The A26 is designed specifically for this mission. Its modular payload bays can carry unmanned underwater vehicles equipped with manipulator arms, cameras, sensors, and other specialized equipment. These UUVs can be deployed to inspect cables, place monitoring devices, or yes, potentially sabotage them if ordered. They can also deploy special operations forces directly onto the seabed for covert missions. Think about the strategic implications of that. A submarine that can insert a team of divers next to a critical piece of undersea infrastructure in complete secrecy and then extract them days later without anyone ever knowing they were there. This capability extends beyond cables. The A26 can operate in maritime choke points, those narrow straits and channels that control access to entire seas, the Strait of Hormuz, the Suez Canal approach, the Danish Straits in the Baltic. In these areas, a single submarine sitting on the bottom, gathering intelligence and ready to strike, can exert influence far beyond its size. What makes the A26 even more formidable is its electronic warfare capabilities. Modern naval warfare isn't just about missiles and torpedoes. It's about information dominance. The A26 can conduct what Saab calls underwater information warfare. Its electronic surveillance suite can passively intercept and analyze enemy radar, communications, and data transmissions. It's essentially a spy submarine that can build a complete picture of enemy electronic systems without ever revealing itself. This intelligence isn't just used for targeting. It's fed into NATO's broader intelligence networks, where it's combined with data from satellites, aircraft, other submarines, and signals intelligence stations. The result is a level of situational awareness that would have been impossible just a decade ago. Commanders can see the entire battle space, understand enemy intentions, and coordinate responses across multiple domains simultaneously. The A26 represents Sweden's long tradition of punching above its weight in military technology. For a relatively small nation, Sweden has produced some remarkably advanced defense systems: the Gripen fighter jet, the Bofors artillery systems, the Carl Gustaf recoilless rifle. These are weapons that combine sophisticated technology with practical design, and they're used by militaries around the world. The A26 continues that tradition, but it does so in what might be the most challenging domain of all: undersea warfare. Saab has been building submarines for the Swedish Navy since the 1960s, and every generation has incorporated lessons learned from operating in the Baltic Sea. The Baltic is shallow, with complex acoustics, heavy shipping traffic, and multi-layered salinity that creates sonar-distorting effects. It's a nightmare environment for submarine operations, which makes it the perfect testing ground. A submarine designed to operate in the Baltic can operate anywhere. What's particularly interesting about the A26 program is its alignment with NATO requirements. Sweden only joined NATO recently, but the A26 was designed with NATO interoperability in mind from the beginning. It uses NATO standard communication systems. Its weapons interfaces are compatible with NATO munitions, and its command systems can plug directly into NATO's multi-domain operations architecture. This means that an A26 submarine can operate seamlessly alongside American Virginia-class submarines, German Type 212S, or Norwegian Ula-class boats, sharing data and coordinating missions as part of a larger force. This interoperability is crucial because the threats NATO faces underwater are becoming more sophisticated. Russia has been investing heavily in undersea capabilities, developing quieter submarines, longer-range torpedoes, and its own unmanned underwater systems. China is rapidly expanding its submarine fleet and developing anti-submarine warfare capabilities. In this environment, NATO needs submarines that can operate together, share intelligence, and present a unified deterrent. The A26 also reflects a broader shift in how we think about submarines. For decades, submarines were primarily strike platforms. Attack submarines hunted enemy vessels. Ballistic missile submarines provided nuclear deterrence. But the missions were relatively straightforward. The fifth-generation concept expands that dramatically. The A26 is simultaneously an intelligence platform, a strike system, an electronic warfare asset, and a special operations insertion vehicle. It's a Swiss Army knife of undersea capabilities. This flexibility comes from its modular design. The A26 has large payload sections that can be reconfigured for different missions. Need to carry more torpedoes for a combat patrol? Configure it one way. Need to deploy multiple underwater drones for an intelligence mission? Swap in different payload modules. Need to insert special operations forces? Configure it for that mission. This modularity means that a single submarine design can serve multiple roles, making it more cost-effective and strategically versatile. As we look at where naval warfare is heading, the A26 provides a glimpse of the future. We're moving away from the era of massive surface fleets toward a model where smaller, stealthier, more intelligent platforms dominate. The ocean is becoming increasingly transparent to sensors, but submarines, especially ones as quiet as the A26, remain the ultimate stealth weapon. They can go places that aircraft and surface ships cannot. They can gather intelligence that satellites and drones miss. And they can strike without warning from positions of complete concealment. The psychological impact of submarines shouldn't be underestimated either. Knowing that an enemy submarine might be lurking somewhere in your territorial waters, watching, listening, ready to strike, that has a deterrent effect that goes beyond the submarine's actual combat power. It forces adversaries to divert resources to anti-submarine warfare, to limit their own naval operations, to constantly wonder if they're being monitored. The A26, with its ability to remain on station for weeks at a time, amplifies this psychological warfare aspect significantly. For Sweden, the A26 represents not just a military capability, but also a statement about technological sovereignty. In an era where many nations rely on American, Russian, or Chinese military technology, Sweden has demonstrated that a mid-sized nation with the right expertise and investment can produce world-leading defense systems. The A26 will serve in the Swedish Navy, but Saab is also positioning it for export to other nations, seeking advanced submarine capabilities. What we're witnessing with the unveiling of the A26 is a genuine leap forward in submarine technology. Fifth generation isn't just marketing hype. It represents a fundamental shift in how submarines operate, what missions they can perform, and how they integrate into broader military operations. The A26 combines stealth that borders on invisibility, intelligence-gathering capabilities that rival dedicated spy platforms, strike power that can hold both sea and land targets at risk, and the flexibility to adapt to whatever mission the situation demands. As NATO upgrades its forces to face evolving threats, submarines like the A26 will play an increasingly central role. They provide capabilities that simply can't be matched by any other platform. And in a world where the oceans are becoming more contested, more militarized, and more critical to national security, having the most advanced submarine technology isn't just an advantage, it's a necessity. The A26 is already being built for the Swedish Navy, with the first boats expected to enter service in the coming years. And when they do, they'll represent the cutting edge of undersea warfare, a weapon system that combines Swedish engineering excellence with the lessons of decades of Baltic operations, packaged in a platform that sets the standard for what a modern submarine should be. The ocean depths have always been the last frontier of military operations, the place where detection is hardest, where stealth matters most, and where a single platform can exert influence far beyond its size. The A26 takes that reality and pushes it further than ever before. It's not just a submarine, it's a glimpse of how warfare will be conducted in the decades to come, beneath the waves, in silence, and with devastating effectiveness. And the fact that most people will never see it, never know it's there, until it's already accomplished its mission. That's exactly the point.